Doubt can actually be your friend. Let's talk about it. What's up, y'all? My name is Elia. I'm a mindset coach, and I talk candidly about my journey and share tips to encourage growth and healing, as well as uplift anyone who may struggle to feel seen. So, doubt is something that often gets a bad or negative rap, right? We don't want to feel doubt. We don't want to feel doubted or be doubted by other people. Doubt just really isn't looked, at least in my experiences and kind of what I gleaned from talking to folks, doubt doesn't tend to be seen as a constructive tool or even a positive. And I'm here to say that I actually disagree with that. I think doubt can be very constructive. It just all depends on, how everything's working together. So I like to kind of separate doubt into healthy doubt and unhealthy doubt. And behind that, what I mean is, am I doubting something because my intuition is trying to pull me back from it or nudge me elsewhere? Or am I doubting something because I may be struggling with imposter syndrome, or I'm just feeling anxious, or there's something else going on within me that is blocking my ability to see this thing clearly and really lean forward into it. And I think the important piece here is really learning how to separate the two. Because, for example, in my perspective and in my experience, doubting others or doubting a situation pretty much always comes back to doubting myself. So if I doubt that you'll show up for me, what I really doubt is that I made the right decision in trusting that you'll show up for me. If I doubt that something is going to go my way, what I feel I really doubted is that choosing this path was actually going to lead me to a positive or constructive or fruitful outcome. So doubt is actually pretty complex from what I've experienced in my opinion of it. And for me, I always see doubt as something that shows me the areas of my life that I need to learn how to trust myself better, learn how to really listen to myself better and tap into my intuition and let my spirit guide me, right? And of course, I always like to humanize this. So I talk a little bit about what that's looked like for me. And there have been countless times when I've learned hard lessons because I didn't trust that doubt. I didn't listen to that tug or honor that voice that was telling me, bro, stop. What are you doing? This ain't going to work for you. Again, the trick has always been, the trick is, and for me has been separating that doubt, that intuition from anxiety or imposter syndrome, because I feel like they kind of rhyme. They sound very similar if you're not attuned to separating them. And a few examples of where this has come up, and I've made mention to this in some other videos. I've had several businesses, and in some of those businesses, I've had to work with other people. And in one business in particular, I had an equity partner, I had a JV partner, and from the jump, something in me told me this is not going to work. To be fair, he seemed like a pretty solid dude, and I actually don't think he had any nefarious intentions. I just feel like overall our intentions weren't actually aligned, right? Alignment. Am I in alignment with this thing, this person, this place, this opportunity, this choice, this behavior? That's the key there. Am I in alignment? And we weren't in alignment. Ultimately, for several reasons, the business failed, that partnership, right? But I wasn't really, I was caught off guard, but I wasn't surprised because there was a part of me that for a long time was just saying, No, bro, like this isn't really it." I didn't listen to it because I told myself, "Oh, it's just anxiety," and gave myself all of these excuses for why I wasn't listening to that doubt. Similarly, in friendships, relationships, situations, etc., that feeling has come up time and time again, and I've chosen not to listen to it, only to have the rug pulled out from under me empty promises, failed initiatives, poor choices. You get the plan, you get the idea, you get the picture here. And for what it's worth, I think that's a very natural human journey. So I don't even look at it as, oh man, I made all these terrible decisions. I made some lackluster decisions. And there were points when I knew better. And even if I didn't outright know better, I felt that there was something different or better that was more in line with me. And maybe that's not what I chose in the moment. Learn some lessons, moves forward. That's just kind of how we grow as humans. So it's important, in my opinion, to really lean into the doubt, really examine the doubt. What is this doubt rooted in? What am I actually doubtful of? Am I doubting that someone else is going to own or live up to their promises? Am I doubting that I can live up to this situation? Am I doubting that I am enough to be deserving of the situation? Am I doubting that something that I've set into motion is going to come into fruition? Like, what am I really doubting here? And you're going to hear me say this like a broken record because it's so important. I have to take that examination of the doubt and tie that in with an examination of my core beliefs, because sometimes, yes, the doubt is constructive, and sometimes the doubt is just us. It's just me being my own worst enemy. Right? So it's like, what am I doubting? What is this doubt rooted in? And what is that then tell me about how I feel about myself, the situation, etc.? Because again, me doubting something or someone is just really me doubting myself and the choice I made in trusting that someone or something. And that's the big key here. Do I trust my choices? Do I trust my decisions? Do I trust my perspective? Do I trust myself? Major key. So as always, I first hope that something there can help you on your journey. Again, small bits, small increments, those fine minute I like that word. Those fine adjustments and that examination, and really focusing on that inner work, that inward work, that shadow work, if you will. That's what leads you to growth. That's what's led me to growth. That's what's gotten me here. And as always, we're human, so it's a journey, not a destination. It's a lifelong thing. It's just we get better at it over time by practicing and being more intentional about practicing those things, those tools, we're practicing, right? Just do the work. So anywho, as always, I like to leave you with a reflective question. And today's question is, what does security look like for me in this moment? And what do I need to reach that? Think about it.